Today we are talking about fat transfer. So the concept of fat transfer is one of those ones in trans spaces where a lot of girls are like, well, I want my fat from pre-transition to transfer over to from masculine spaces to feminine places on my body. Now, this is a myth. I'm going to tell you right away. It's not true. It's not actually possible. A fat cell that lives here isn't going to migrate here regardless of the hormones that you're on. Now, what actually happens is fat cells volumize and shrink, right? So uh, as you lose weight, your fat cells won't actually disappear. What actually happens is the cell you loses volume. Now, when that cell loses volume, it loses fat, right? You get less fat. The cells still stay there. And so it looks like there's less fat, and there is less fat, but there aren't any less cells that actually can hold that fat. So that's the first part of this. Now, but then people are like, but Victoria, uh, I have noticed that I'm getting fat placement in more feminine places. 100%. That is true. Now that you have a different operating system and your operating system is the right one, estrogen, not that yucky testosterone one, now as you start putting on fat, you will start placing it in those more feminine areas. But the cells that were there that still had the volume, that still had the fat in your pre-transition body aren't going to move. Now, there is a solution. There is a solution to this seeming problem of wanting to get rid of that boy fat and move it to girl fat, which is we love that girl fat stuff. So who doesn't want a fat ass? Um, I mean, I definitely do. Anyways, so how do we do this? So bodybuilding techniques. This is something that a lot of bodybuilders know a lot about, and I love bodybuilding. Back in the day, I used to watch all the bodybuilding videos, and it was great. Um, back in the day, all pre-transition. Now, bodybuilders know how to get rid of body fat. They have so many techniques on how to eliminate body fat while maintaining muscle mass. And we're going to take a page from their book and we're going to use it for the trans body. Now, you've gone from having testosterone as your operating system, and now you're on estrogen as the estrogen operating system. How do we maximize, how do we use this page from the bodybuilder book and actually start using it so that we can actually move that fat? Now, when I say move, I say it loosely because we're not actually moving it. What we're doing is we're trying to reduce the volume of the ones in the boy area, and we're trying to maximize the ones in the girl area. This is what we're going to do. So bodybuilders, they know that if they cut for a while, they can lose body fat. You can't cut for too long. Cut for too long, the body becomes too depleted, and then what ends up happening is you start catabolizing muscle, which is not what we want to do. You don't want to lose that hard-earned muscle, especially that muscle that you've started to put on in the right spots, in those feminine places. We want to add volume, and that volume is a combination of muscle and fat. So we do want to keep the muscle that we do have. So doing like a 12-week cycle where you do 12 weeks of gaining strength, building bulk in terms of muscular bulk, muscular strength, especially in the lower half of the body. Also realizing that a little bit of caloric excess, what it will do is it will allow your body, now that you've got estrogen running in your system, to put fat in the right spots. Now, that doesn't mean just going to town and going to all you can eat sushi every single day. What it does mean is a systematic increase in calories, 100, 200 extra calories a day. Over 12 weeks is a significant number of calories. Now, because estrogen is running the system, it's going to put that into the feminine places. If you go bonkers and you're eating an extra 1,000 calories a day, the body doesn't know what to do with all that fat. So it's going to do the easiest thing possible, which is volumizing the fat cells that are already there. the ones in the masculine places, the thing that we don't want to do. Got it? Got it. Good. So now you have this slow systemic increase of calories over a 12-week period in excess, also giving your body the amount of extra calories so that you can add that muscle to the lower half of the body, increasing the thighs and the butts and all that other good stuff. So, yay, that's the first 12 weeks. Now you're going to do the opposite. Now you're going to do a 12-week systemic cut, 100, 200 calories in deficit. Now, because you've added that fat, you've added that strength, now what we want to do is, because it's a limited amount of calories in deficit, it's going to pull it from areas, probably a little bit of the masculine, probably a little bit of the feminine. But what we're doing is slowly, systematically, 12 weeks, 12 weeks, 12 weeks, 12 weeks, removing fat from that masculine spots and putting it into the feminine spots. You do it over and over and over again, year after year. And then what ends up happening is you have moved your boy fat and put it into girl fat places, which is exactly what we want. We want to maintain that beautiful soft skin and that lovely shape that we've been working our asses off to have. At the same time, being able to be sparing to the muscle that we've added in our bulking time, and also been able to slightly move our fat from the boy fat to the girl fat. I hope that helps. Fat transfer in for people who are on HRT.